Pete here for the next try. Last time I tried this, I didn't video it, but I ordered a set of taps. These are 14 tubes, and Pete's cycle, whatever, Pete's classic cycle, he does H2s all the time, and he said this is for a 16. 16 was too huge, so I got a 14 tube, which seems to be right. My first encounter with this, it barely scratched these holes with I had a 14 millimeter tap. And then I thought, well, you know, something's weird here. So I bought these. These are high-speed steel taps. They're made for cutting stuff like this. And we'll see. Oh yeah, I can already tell this bad boy is going in there. Oh yeah. This is just what the doctor ordered. The other tap I had barely scratched. I just have a little moose milk here. Kind of helps keep the tap nice. I'm just going to go all the way down. I'm going to do all 4 of these holes. And then I'm going to use a bottoming tap so I get all the way down there. Now let's get dangerous here. You know, I don't know if anybody else experienced this, but these tap wrenches, I don't care how good they are, they don't even hold very good. They drop the taps all the time. Well, let's see if I can do this one without, I'm going to be clanking. Let's see if I got a wrench that fits that. Locate a wrench that'll fit. Moving some stuff out of my way here. Okay. Yeah, I got wrenches everywhere in this place. A couple motorcycle projects going on. Maybe 10, maybe. Looks like it's gonna. Metric tap, and go figure, as an American sized too big. Maybe. So 5/16 is too big. Little. Oh yeah, I got 8, 10, 8. Yeah, the first one is going to be the hardest one to make work. We'll see. Oh yeah, that's the guy. What are you doing, Winston? Got stuck, didn't you? cables and crap in the road, but then we can move. Using a bottoming tap now. I don't want bolt holes all the way to the bottom. Because I may wind up using a gear puller to push against the piston and pull this thing out. But I think, see, this one's up slightly. It might just be the barrel itself, I don't know. Such a drag, this bike only has 4,200 miles on it. Probably mentioned it in a previous video. And anyway, total rebuild. Probably gotta buy a new crankshaft. Already bought a transmission for it because poor thing sat out in the weather without the side case on. And now I got the electronic ignition all pulled apart, which I guess I didn't really need to do. Of course, I tend to take things apart like crazy. Okay. He's okay, he's under the truck. The whole object of this is to get these off and get the heads and these sent out to the machine shop, which is funny, they don't really do that machine work here in town. I don't know why. I guess they they keep other shops busy and get a discount or something. A little lubricant never hurt. Ooh, that's it for that one. I'm going to use bolts. They try to run bolts in there. I've seen a guy use taps, but you know what? They're so hard, you could actually break one quite easily. And this is a 14 millimeter, it'd probably take a little more, you know, strength to break. Me being 69, I guess it's like gonna take a lot more than I got, so, but I'm still gonna be careful. I've seen guys break these taps right off, you know, just trying to King Kong them through. Andre the Giant, whatever you like. Next. At least these two cylinders right here didn't have a bunch of rust in them, so I might be lucky and they come off without much treatment. But this whole operation with these taps is to not break fins off. That's why we're doing this. Another guy that does these restorations professionally, where I learned this, I think Johnny's Vintage Cycle, and no, he's not paying me to say that. But I did watch a couple of his videos and some restoration work he did, and seemed to be quite thorough. I need a glove on, that thing's killing my hand, man. I'm gonna wind up with bruises in my hand from this. Tap just bottom. What I think I'm gonna do is take my grinder and grind the end of the bolt where it can pass down into here and push on those studs without a whole lot of trouble. Tap wrench again. Now, who would have thought you buy a high carbon steel tap that it wouldn't hardly cut aluminum? Is that crazy? I think it's really crazy. So this is the difference between high carbon steel and high speed steel. High speed steel being the one that actually can cut that aluminum. I don't know why. I would think the other one would, but it barely scratched. Well, let us see what we can do now. I'm gonna make a ton of noise with my air compressor, so I am going to shut this little guy off.